What's going on, guys? My name is Mr. Christopher, and let me introduce you to a new series I'm going to be bringing out, and that is the Let's Talk series. Now, the actual first episode of this went up on the previous channel, and that was to give a warning that the original channel that I've been running on will be deleted. Not by YouTube, not by someone else. It's on my own intention. And that is because I want a fresh start. I don't want to forget my past, but at the same time, I want a fresh start for the channel and for my future. Now, I understand that what I'm losing is years really, and I can't really describe it because I started the channel way back in, feels like forever, 2013 I believe, and it was started not as a joke. I never expected myself to get into it like I am now. That is most definitely for certain. It kind of started out just to have fun. I mean, the very first video that went up on the original channel was Let's Play Desert Storm. And that was because I asked a lot of people on another site, on a personal account, what I should do. And a lot of people say, you should play some games on the channel. And I played, I took a flip camcorder, which I still have to this day, and I hate it. There's no other word around it. I hate that camera. Oh God. It just feels like my hair's in the way. I really like to do this because it shows a side of me that I don't think a lot of people get to see. When people see me out on the street, I'm kind of quiet. I'm kind of to myself, and that's because I don't want to bother people. Whereas here, I kind of just let loose, and I want that side of me to be shown. I don't want someone to look at me and be like, he's got a stick up his bum, because I don't. I just keep to myself. And I want everyone to see that people like me actually exist, where we can keep to ourselves, but we can also know how to have fun respectively. And when I started the channel, like I was saying before, it was fun. I mean, it wasn't professional by the standards of today. I mean, if you looked at Markiplier's videos compared to what I started with, yeah, there's a reason why my channel died before. And that was because I was not prepared. I was not taking it seriously. And that's why there was only one video of Desert Storm on my channel. We jumped forward, and I believe the game was 2K14. The first WWE game to be taken by 2K. And I wanted to do... sorry about my throat. I'm just getting over a sickness, and it's wanting to come back. It was the first WWE game taken over by 2K, and I had made my own story, and that's what I was going to do. I was going to do my own storylines and my fun little stories, but I didn't know how to properly adjust the game audio. And so, here it was. Took a while to upload, because I didn't have a thing. I finally got a Roxio game capture card, and I thought that was the bee's knees, man. I was like, yeah, I can record, I can upload. Little did I know that I needed to edit my videos to include audio. And so it started out with, I recorded one video of a storyline. I then put that on a laptop, run over, because it was still noisy, and it back then as it is now in the living room, ran to another room, closed the door, made sure no one was going to bother me, and I hooked up another microphone I had, and I couldn't even record what I wanted to record. It was a reaction to what was already recorded, and I didn't like that. And then what killed that run was UFC, the very first UFC game that was coming out for Next Generation under EA Sports. The demo released on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and I took it up. I was like, yeah, let me see what fun I can have with this on my channel. And I recorded it through the Roxio, and I don't think I recorded correctly, or I did, and the Roxio screwed it up. But when I played it back before I even uploaded it, it was so laggy and so buggy. I couldn't see anyone enjoying the video, and it still went up. And I think the only reason why it did well was because my friends were watching it, and they didn't want to let me know, like, it was trash. I mean, I knew it was trash, and I knew that that's not what I wanted to have in my quality of videos. And that was what killed the second iteration. Or, well, technically the first, because that was when I actually had stuff to work with. Again, I'm sorry. I'm getting sick. I'm sick. I was sick. But now we jump forward to 2018. Dragon Ball FighterZ came out. A game that I absolutely looked forward to the most. And I wanted to record the storyline, the actual in-game story for it. So I hopped on, and I didn't even start a recording process. I just hopped on. I was like, let me see if I can't record. Let me see if there's anything blocked. And sure enough, it was blocked. The entire story was blocked. And I said, well, that's not what I want to do. And again, I didn't have anything I had right now. I was recording right off the PlayStation. And so I was like, well, there goes that idea. So I decided, well, I know what to do. I'm thinking in my chair. I will make my own little storyline and have it play out. And the way I had it planned out, was it would end when the first DLC would drop. And that was Bardock and Broly. And I was like, that's great. I hopped in a match when I finally got the PlayStation moved upstairs. I hopped into a match to see if I was able to record it. And I had started a recording process, and I was just going over the whole storyline, and it popped up that it was a block scene. It wasn't actual story, it was a match with DLC characters, and PlayStation said no, it can't be recorded off of our software, off of our little thing. And it kind of like sucked. Like no other word around it. It sucked because the story was Goku, Vegeta, and I believe I had Gohan in there. I can't remember how the first part of the series started. they were Super Saiyans, and they were going on, or no, they were Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, with Gohan being the exception. And they lost to Beerus, who then took it away and made them just Super Saiyans. And they had to go and fight back through it. And when it came time for the final boss, which was going to be Broly, Beerus was going to say, "Here, take the God powers and destroy the monster." But the DLC was blocked, so it had to get changed. And I changed it to incorporate only in-game character, or on-disc characters, I should say. And it wasn't fun for me, because I ended up having, like, Kid Buu be the main villain. And I was like, it's just rehashing the Dragon Ball Z final arc. Sorry. Where was I? Oh yeah. It wasn't fun for me, and I mustered my way through 10 episodes of the Dragon Ball Fighter Z story that I had started, and I think only about 2 or 3 episodes exist on the old channel, because I was not happy with the quality that I wanted, that I got. I wanted my story to be told my way, and I had to change it to match up with what PlayStation and Sony would allow me to do. Now, I'm not taking away from Dragon Ball Fighter Z. I absolutely love that game. I haven't played it for a while, however, because I've been occupied. I've been moving my computer upstairs. I've been moving my... I've been getting this set up to record for YouTube, and it was eventually going to lead to streaming on Twitch, and I didn't realize that my computer came built in with a Wi-Fi adapter. So I was able to say, well, yeah, fun. I made sure to get the Elgato software downloaded and put in before I got the computer moved up here, because I didn't know if I was going to have internet. And I'm looking at my audio, and there's a couple peaks. Sorry. I'm really excited for this, because it's something I've really truly wanted to do now. And I'll explain as to why in another episode of Let's Talk. But right now I want to explain why I haven't been uploading for a big chunk of 2018. I wanted to address what had happened before this year, and I wanted to address why it all started, and now I want to address why the channel moved. So it moved because the email address that was associated with my previous account, or with my previous channel, I guess I really can't say previous because it's the original channel, it has been associated for so long. Like it was, I don't even think it started out as associated with it. If I remember correctly, it was another email address I had that was linked to it. And sorry, I'm trying not to die, I promise. God. I'm gonna try and wrap this all up here, but it was associated with a old email address that I don't use anymore, and it's still active, I think. But the channel started out with a simple premise: be myself. And who I was, and who I still am. And that's a nerd. Plain and simple. I mean, no sugarcoating about it. The channel started as the Sasuke Fan Company. Let that sink in for a bit. The Sasuke Fan Company. That's what I started my channel as. One video. And then it changed. And I changed it to the then from the Sasuke Fan Company, it became WWE King 1129. And I had a lot of fun with that one. Because that was who I was. Yeah, I was an anime geek. Still am. But WWE is another big part of my life. And after a while, after the first two videos, once the UFC video really went up, I was like, can I really call it the WWE King anymore? And once I saw how bad the first PlayStation 4 capture went for me in the Roxio, I walked away for a while. I focused on graduating out of high school. I focused on college. I'm now back in college for another degree, but I want to work with this some more while I'm doing it, and more down the line. And so I said, well, it's time to change. And I asked a friend of mine, I was like, I want to get back into YouTube, but I don't want to do it under the WWE King 1129. And do you have any ideas? And he looked at me and he said, Mr. for Christopher. And I said, really? Yeah. And I don't regret it. I don't regret changing the name, because it's a name that I feel I can be proud of. It speaks me. It speaks what I want to accomplish. Nah, not really accomplish. I don't think I can make it through this video again without another cough. So it didn't really mean anything that I want to accomplish. But I looked at like Markiplier and Jacksepticeye, and they all had integrated their name or a nickname of theirs, and I didn't have many friends, and it incorporates me a little bit. So I had asked one of my friends and advice, and I'm taking it, and I appreciate the advice he gave me. And yeah, so I will continue on with recording, but I think the first video game let's play, I don't know what you want to call it anymore, because I don't think there's so much let's plays, I don't think there's so much as walkthroughs as they are just like us playing a game. But the first game video, I guess is what we'll call it, will be Red Dead Redemption 2. If you noticed a strange cut, yeah, I think I might be a little bit, just a little bit dying, and I'm gonna end the video. So thank you guys so much for just listening to me talk. I'll explain more about why I wanted to do a Let's Talk series. Not just to be different, but to talk to you. And to, well, I'll get down that path later. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for listening. I know it's been about like 21 minutes or something like that of recording. I don't know how much of this will be cut, but if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll address it in the next Let's Talk. Yeah. Leave a like, comment, I'll address it in the next Let's Talk. What else? That's about it. Click the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Ring the notification bell. Keep a lookout for that first Red Dead video. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!